get off.
Welcome. We're going to have a fun night tonight. About 60 more seconds, everyone. Make sure you share the live stream on Facebook.
Fill up my cup, Mazel tov. Look at her dancing, just take it off. Let's paint the town, we'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof, and then we'll do it again. Let's do it.
Welcome, everyone. We're going to start in 60 seconds. It's so good to see all the faces. If you can turn your camera on, I love it. If you can't, we understand.
Feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling.
Welcome, everyone. I am Megan Williams, and I am so excited to host our Zoom tonight. I am coming out of Cincinnati, Ohio. So welcome all across the country. I'm going to turn it back so I can see my gallery screen. I love seeing the cameras. I love saying hello. And I just want everyone to know I am honored that I get to be the host tonight with our amazing guest that I get to introduce in a few minutes. A little bit about me as we get started tonight. I have been working with this company now for 20 years. I was a high school teacher. I'm the mother of 3 growing active boys. So if anyone says I'm too busy, no, I can't even listen to that excuse. My 17-year-old runs me all over the country with his really good swimming, and my twins, who are 13-year-old boys, are involved in 3 different sports right now, as well as getting A's at school. So trust me when I say we're all busy. But here's what I am so excited to share with everybody is that what we're going to see tonight is a business that works for busy people, hardworking, successful people. And that's why you got invited to either watch this on Zoom or to be on our live stream in Facebook. And you're going to love what you saw, because when I saw this 20 years ago, I was finishing my master's degree. I was teaching high school full time. I was coaching 2 sports. And I hated being in debt. And now, fast forward 21 years later, we have choices and options, and we get to see other people win. And it's so incredible. And right now in our economy, most of us are having lots of successes, but we're also starting to see different trends. We're seeing utility prices go crazy. We're seeing property taxes increase. All of Ohio, where I live, has anywhere from a 25 to 45% increase this year. Now imagine if you're used to a certain budget and all of a sudden now what you've been doing doesn't fit in that budget. Making some extra money around our busy schedule is a great thing. And to have the right vehicle and the right, basically the right option is the key. And so tonight I am really thrilled to share this with you. And like I said, I'm married to an amazing gentleman. His name is Ryan. And when we saw this business, he was super skeptical. He comes from a law enforcement background, and I call him Superman, hence why we got him in the background in both places. He was like, listen, nothing like this ever works. And I said, listen, babe, we've been a customer of my brother for a month and a half, and you didn't even know we were saving money. I said, let's just go listen with an open mind. And I'm going to tell everybody that that's what makes this business so incredible, is because we're bringing value to other people. It can fit into our busy schedule, and you can actually get the results you want. And so I'm so thrilled that I get to be going through this tonight. So here's what I want everyone to do. I want you to think to yourself, can I do it? Can I fit this into my busy schedule? What am I going to offer people, and does it make sense? What she shares tonight, will it make sense? And then last, I want you to think about, will someone help me win? Now, those are the things that I started thinking about when I saw this. And I got so excited. And even my cute, skeptical husband, halfway through the presentation, bumps my arm and says, we could totally do this. And I love it because now he trains on stage in front of 30,000 people and absolutely loves what this has created for our family and so many others. So let's get started and let's run through this so I can bring up the most amazing guests we could ask for to know how to win big. All right. So again, our company has been around now for 30 years. ACN is in 27 countries around the world. And I love that because it's not a startup. That's so important that everybody knows. We have 30-year track record. And hang on just a second, my computer's being a little slow. Okay, there we go. And ACN has been really out in the trenches, and they have been an arm of marketing for many, many companies. In fact, what makes this so unique about our business is we're not selling stuff. We're selling things everyone uses every day. Now, I happen to have the two exciting things here in both America or United States and in Canada, but in our 27 countries, we've got all sorts of great companies we work with. But what we work with, which makes us so unique, is services. See, everyone we know has an energy bill. Everyone we know has a cell phone. Everyone we know loves to travel. People have to pay for healthcare. How about our identities? How many of us saw over the last 3 years since COVID, there's more hacks, more identity theft than ever before? How many businesses are looking for more value? With payment processing, we can offer them savings and value. What about securing our major assets like our home and our identity? And then we work with companies for internet and television as well. Now, here's what's so interesting about this business is we are offering people a solution. So let's just say people see an increase on their taxes for their homes this year, and they're trying to find a way that they can stay in budget. Well, we can offer them more value because we don't advertise. We cut out all the advertising and we go directly with relationships, and we can offer value on their cell phones. I got a referral today from my dentist, who I refer to other people all the time. And he referred his sister-in-law, and she and I were talking on the phone, and we'll be able to save her over $800 this year on her cell phone bills alone. They'll get more data, get more for what their money is. And this is even after paying off her phone that she owes $600 on. Now, I don't know about that, but if an extra $600 could stay in your pocket, would that be good? Of course. What about energy? It's constantly growing. In 19 states, we can offer people a solution and lock in their energy rate so it's not variable like a roller coaster, and they can have set plans. They know what they're going to spend. And again, we're offering savings and value. What if you could go on a trip and you could get better pricing for your hotels and your car rentals? It just brings peace of mind. And then my favorite thing right now, I'm not going to lie, is healthcare. It's the largest expense we have either coming out of our paychecks, or if we're self-employed like I have been the last 17 years, it's the most expensive thing that we pay outside our mortgage and our, even more than our car payments are. So let me talk a little bit about our new partnership with Impact Health Sharing. Now, this is so exciting because it's comprehensive medicine. See, right now we're seeing an increase on healthcare about 21% every single year, which means maybe we were paying, $1,800 a month for our family of 5, and now we're going to pay $1,900 a month. Just because we're spending more doesn't mean it's including more things. Sometimes you have to piecemeal it together. So with our partnership with Impact, we get comprehensive medicine. We get to pick our own doctors. And we have nationwide access for every network. No restrictions, you guys. We get concierge medicine, unlimited access to telemedicine. And I have a sister who's a doctor. And whenever I used to need a prescription, I would call her up and she would be nice and help me. But then the COVID changed all the rules and they couldn't call state to state. Well, our doctors, our MD Live is all the states, and we can talk to them and they can get it right to our pharmacy. And it's like having your best friend as a doctor, and it doesn't cost you more. It's unlimited at $0 provider fees. And then your pharmaceuticals are amazing. We've seen 40 to 90% savings when we show up to pay for them. And then our starting monthly rates, you guys. For individuals, they start as low as $73. And even if you're in your 40s like me, it starts at $140 a month. Are you kidding me? And then for families, to be right around $500 to $600 for a family of 5, depending on your age. This is huge. We saved over $1,200 a month just in our monthly premiums. And then our deductible went from a $10,000 in-network, $22,000 out of network to a family PRA or deductible of $2,500 a year. Ladies and gentlemen, our healthcare program is revolutionizing this and giving people huge options. Imagine with all of these services, we could just refer people. We could refer them to something better and we could create income. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to talk about these companies and why they love it, because it costs them nothing for us to bring them as a customer, and then we can make money, they make money, and we all win, and our customers have more value. So I love that so much. So let's talk a little bit about how we create income with this. So in our business, there's 4 ways we make money, and I was a teacher and I was on salary. So that means there's only one way to make money. It means that I had to work. And I had to be there. And here's what's great. Even if I did extra hours, which I always did extra hours, and I wasn't just 40 hours a week, I was 65 hours a week and plus, I got the same amount no matter what I did. Well, when I looked at this, I got so excited because I could talk to as many people as I wanted to, and I could create any income every month I wanted to. So let me explain how this works. Let's say you go, I love this idea. All I'm doing is referring people. They already spend the bill and I'm helping them lower those costs and bringing them more value. Okay, so you call me up. I'm your best friend. And I say, I would love to support your business. And we start looking at these services and I say, oh my gosh, healthcare, number 1, I'm in. Cell phones, I'm in. Help me save money. Ryan and I already pay for identity theft, so we'd rather support your company. There's 3. And then I say, oh, I live in an energy state. Oh, I have internet. Oh, I have home security. Oh, you need to call my mom because she needs identity theft protection and she needs home security. So right away, you talk to me and you got 8 bills, guys, or 8 services. So what if this week you helped me connect those services and you earned a one-time bonus of $400? See, once we have 5 bills in the system each month, we make the first $200. But then after that, we make, for every 3 bills, we get another $200. And there is even more money that they're always throwing out there. And every month there's a fun adventure. Like I just found out that anyone who brings over 2 lines or more to Flash this month gets their activation fees waived. That's over $125 in savings to our friends. And so the girl that I quoted her how much she was going to save, she's actually going to save an extra $125 on top of what I told her because she won't have to pay for activation fees. And that's going to be easier to get more referrals and to build this up. What if you worked on this part-time and every week you did 1 household a week and each household was 3 or 4 or 5 services? Do you see how this could add up and you could make an extra $600, $800, $1,000 every month part-time just having conversations and seeing where you could be a fit? Now, I love this because when I started, we had none of these bonuses. These didn't exist, okay, everyone? And now I love them because every month I always get them on accident because I'm always talking to people. But the real reason why we do this business is for this. See, we're all so busy and we're thinking, okay, I could just get another job. In fact, I could go drive Uber and I could make more money faster. Perhaps. I know it takes me about 7 minutes to sign up an energy account. And if I did, 5 of the households of those this month and I made, $200, I'd be pretty excited about that. And it took me 7 times 5. So it took me maybe 35 minutes. You couldn't make $200 driving Uber for 35 minutes. See the difference? Now, here's why I really like this though. This is what got me. This is all I cared about. Because 20 years ago, I was working so many hours and I would do summer school and after school programs to make extra money to pay off all my master's degree debt because I had a ton of debt from school. And I saw this concept of residual income. And I about jumped out of my seat and I told my husband, we have to do this. Now, here's what residual income is. You do something one time and you get paid over and over and over again. So here's how it works in our business. Everyone pays a bill every month. You pay a bill. Imagine you sign up your own bill through your business, and every month you make a percentage back of your own bills. Now, we do that with our credit cards. We do it with mileage. We're always trying to figure out how can we get these returns, right? These rewards. Well, imagine over time, as you add more bills, you move from 3%, soon you'll hit 20%. And you make 20%. Let me give you an example of what that could look like. I'm just going to throw out some numbers. Let's say you got 25 households. 25, actually, I'm not even good at math. Let me go to something more simple. Let's say over the whole year, you bring 40 households in as customers. And the average billing for all their different services, we'll just say is $300 a month. Okay, because maybe we do some healthcare, we do some energy, we do some internet. So some are big bills and some are small bills. Okay, now let's say you earn 10% of that. So we times that by 10. So you would make at the end of the year, reoccurring 10% of $12,000 a month would be $1,200 in reoccurring income for you. So let's imagine all year long, you made those $200 for the bills. And every house, you might have talked to 40 houses part-time, you guys, and you might have done 2 to 5 bills per household, but it's part-time. We're talking 3 to 4 hours a week. And you could earn upfront money. And then at the end of your work, you had an extra $1,000 a month. What if some of them were let's say you talk to businesses and you got all these healthcare people, and now the average is even bigger than that. Maybe the billing's higher. See, you could have less or you could have more. It's all about who we talk to and what we do. But anywhere from an extra $500 in reoccurring income right now a month would save people's homes, mortgages, and their normal spending habits. But with inflation, that's what we're missing. That's the gap. We're missing about $10,000 extra, and we could do that here in not only these fun bonuses, but our residual could start to happen, and now you have an asset. That got my attention. I love the idea of doing work and then getting paid later, because that had never happened to me ever. So how do we have a business like this? How do we become the marketing that we get to profit share in this kind of industry with these huge, massive, healthcare is $1 trillion industry. Internet is $1 billion industry. We're talking energy, $1 trillion industry. How do we get involved with something like that? Well, our company ACN lets us partner with them as independent business owners for a one-time cost of $299. And then for $25 a month, they manage our website. They do all the back-end billing, customer service. They have all the tools to make it work, so we can leverage this opportunity and be able to do it part-time. That was so important to me. I don't know how to build a website. I want to be able to say, hey, do you want to have more value? And click a button and shop online like Amazon, which is what we do. And I always tell people, it's like, we got the Costco discount and then all our friends can have the discount. They don't have to pay the membership. So they don't have to pay $200, $299 to get the discounts. You did it, and then they can get all the good deals. And here's what's so amazing. As we add more services, our online store just adds them. We don't have to pay more when we got healthcare 2 years ago. We just got to learn about it and offer it. We didn't have to pay more when we got our travel club. They just let us offer it. And we don't know what's going to happen in the future and the new services that we'll be able to market and get to profit share by redirecting it through our households. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the best 1099 income because there's no overhead, there's no inventory, there's no quotas. You get to decide. You could pay your $299 and make no money. I'm just going to tell everybody that right now. You can say, okay, I bought a business. Let it come. No, we have to talk to people. We have to share this with people. We have to make a goal every single month of what we want to do, maybe every week. I have cute people on our team who every week they have a goal and they make these bonuses and their residuals are growing and it's exciting. Now, I told you there were 4 ways we made money. So I'm going to finish up here and just show you 2 more things. What happens is as we invite people to see what we're up to, so many of them would love to support us and be our customers. And they tell us, we'd love to see where we can have a fit. People love savings. It is incredible. But some people say, and I had a meeting with a gentleman the other day about his business in healthcare, and he loved the concept of creating income on his own bills. So I said, listen, I'm going to help you set this up with your healthcare and your energy bills. And you get to earn these bonuses as we invite people and you refer them to the business. We can make a one-time bonus as we help people learn, but they get to earn the monthly bonuses for doing the work. So it's very fair. We make a one-time bonus, but here's why we want to help you win. Here's why we all want to help you win and why we have an environment is because as we start building distribution and people know people we don't know, we can earn 4% of the billing revenue of all those who get invited to do this with us. So imagine we have a group of people and we're helping them have success, and you get to also build a small percentage as they talk to people you've never talked to. And you know, in this business, it's really about teams. It's about helping each other and working with great people. And I am really excited tonight because I would like to invite you to meet a few people who are working with me, very part-time and having huge results. The first individual I'm going to bring up is my good friend out of Washington, D.C. Her name is Jen Olson. She is an interpreter and an independent contractor in her own right, very busy. And I want her to share a little bit about how easy it's been to talk about the healthcare and energy. And you're exploding with the quality of people you're talking to. So Jen, I'd love for you to tell us a little bit about your experience fitting this in part-time.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me on here. Thank you so much for the explanation, Mrs. Williams. It was incredible. And just real quick before I share just a little bit about myself, these are the types of people that you get to work with. I mean, she said in the beginning, like, could I do this? Who am I going to be partnered with? And I promise you, it will be servant leaders. And so you are in good hands with the person that invited you, because this business attracts people who want to make a difference for other people and who are committed to serving others. So thank you so much for your heart and all that you've done for myself, our team, and the entire company. So I totally appreciate that. As Mrs. Megan Williams mentioned, I am a sign language interpreter, which means I have always paid for all of my own benefits. I have contracted every hour that I get paid for. And so when I saw this, I thought, oh my gosh, I can do work once and get paid over and over again. And so to me, it just made too much sense. And it aligned with goals that I had suppressed for years, thinking it might not be possible. But this gave me an avenue, a vehicle to be able to accomplish those goals and not quit on them, which is really incredible. So I'm thankful to ACN for that. So as an independent contractor, I've always looked for my own benefits, like I mentioned, and healthcare has made such a difference for me. I felt like I was a donor to a large carrier and just gave them my money, and thank God I'm generally healthy. And when I got Impact, oh my goodness, if I had it maybe 5-10 years ago when I got into a car accident and paid out of pocket for things that Impact would have shared in, it would have made a huge difference. So my monthly payments have been cut in, I save over 50% a month. So imagine whatever your family pays, or maybe should be paying, because you're like, knock on wood, I hope nothing happens. Imagine cutting that in half and going to any doctor or provider that you want to go to. That would be absolutely incredible. So I've loved being able to share this with other independent contractors that I know and just bring value. Like, it's incredible to be able to partner with a company that brings value and literally transforms lives with simple things they never thought there was a solution for, or that it could even get better, which has been incredible. And then one more thing is, I have been talking to people about this because I want to grow my business. I want to not only offer this to people, but I want to link arms with other people who have vision and goals for themselves. And so I have been talking with people who own insurance brokerages, who have agents, like thousands of agents across the country. I've been talking to people who are extremely successful, which before I would have shied away from and thought, I don't see myself in that way. But I have seen them absolutely love this idea. And the more I learn about it, the more we hear testimonials of people using it. Whew, it is incredible. So I'm excited to link arms with people who have vision for themselves and just want to grow and maybe replace, I don't know, a mortgage payment or a car payment, or want to really make a large scale difference. So wherever you find yourself, I would say, this is amazing, and welcome to the family. Thank you so much for letting me just talk for a couple of minutes.
You are welcome, my sweet friend. I just messed up my computer, but I got it. Thank you, Jen, so much. I love her enthusiasm, and she's not the only one. We are seeing people have successes all across the country, and we are seeing people who, and might have just been really good customer getters who now are having huge teams. We have a new team here in Ohio that literally in 2 weeks, we have 3 new promotions and more coming. And I just love being able to know that we can help people win. So that has been fantastic. Now, to finish up tonight, we are so excited because we have the best trainer in the whole world. But before I bring him up, I need to let everyone know that this is our business. There's 2 other things that are important that will help you win. Because then I said, okay, who are you in business with? And then I said, will someone help me? Because that's important. All right. So here's the thing. We have training and support all over the place. We've got online training. We've got live Zooms like this. We have in-person trainings. We have a big one coming up in October. Imagine you get going with us. We start talking. You're doing the work, and then you get to come and meet our owners. You get to come and meet every vendor that we do business with and ask them questions and find out what's the best value and how can I bring it up. And imagine you can talk to people who are doing it and get ideas, and it can help expand your thinking. See, when we get started in something like this, we're not really sure if we can do it. I didn't know, but here's what I loved is that as we enroll and we become part of this, we have a system for success. And if you take the time to participate, even for me, sometimes I could only do it when I was driving between work and my next appointment, and I would fit this in. Now, back in the days when we didn't have text messaging, I would do really quick calls to set up coffees and things like that in between my classes. And it was so naughty, I know. But I wanted to have a solution to all the debt, and I wanted to have my life back. And what I love about this is because of our training and our mentorship, we got to see so many people win. And really the question is, what's the catch? The catch is your work ethic. That's the catch. Everybody's going to pay a phone bill. We all have set up energy. We all have to pay these every month. You just have to decide, do I want to make money from it and help people have more value and create something on the side in an environment that's really going to cheer you on and help you win? Or do I want to be a customer, the person who invited you, and help them win? Those are both really good things. But I'm going to tell you about the gentleman I'm bringing up now. He's the vice president of ACN in the sense of training and development. And he is one of my most favorite people of all time. When I first saw this business, I went to a live event, and my brother who invited me knew this could be a solution for our family. And I remember, because he was so excited and he worked so hard, we had an opportunity to meet Mr. Raskin. We actually got to go up to his suite there was over 50 of us crammed in there, and he told us vision of what was possible for this company. And every single thing he said happened. And we were able to get the kind of success we never thought possible. And so I want you guys, I'm going to bring him up right now with me. I want you to meet Mr. Raskin. And I want you guys to know that his 30 years experience is because he got his hands dirty. He is doing what I'm saying to do, is we talk to people, and he taught me how to talk to people. I have sat in rooms over the last 20 years and thought, man, I love this guy. And every time I took action for what he said, I won. every single time. So I'm really thrilled for him to give us some great insights here as we finish up. But understand, you guys, to sign up takes 5 minutes. It's just a decision and to have fun and go for it. There's so much money. There's bonuses on the table. I didn't even share. There's so much money on the table if we take action. And if we have time, I will add it. But right now, I want you guys to hear from Mr. Raskin, and I'm going to be quiet. So thank you, Mr. Raskin.
Megan, you're incredible. I want to thank Jen and for your words and your heartfelt testimony on your experience in your short time with the company. It's great to think that it's been 20 years, Megan, since I've had the privilege of coaching you, and your family has been an incredible foundation, one of the building blocks of our company. So I want to thank you for your efforts. I want to also say good evening to everyone that's on the line. It's every day I pinch myself that I have the ability to do this, that I have the ability to pour into people's lives, that I can equip them with the tools to take advantage of this company's opportunity. It was 30 years ago that I was involved as an IBO. I was a professional in the industry. I came from a product company, so I didn't know anything about services, but like Megan really simply explained tonight, that we get paid on things that we will never live without. We pay for every month, and they are essential to our lives. Now, we started with one service. The vision of our co-founders was every bill that people pay for every single month, we would have the opportunity to pursue and get paid, just like the largest providers in the world. Well, fast forward 30 years later, that is exactly where our company is. And Megan, you explained it in such a very simple way, something that can be so complex in people's minds because they think that they overthink it. You made it very, very simple. I'll give you an example. We started with one service in the 90s. I was excited about this next service. This next service was pagers. Yeah, I know it's kind of ridiculous sounding, right? But let me tell you, there was one time no one had a pager. Well, we were there the first time a pager came out, and we were jacked out of our minds. There was no such thing as high-speed internet. There was no such thing as smartphones. There was no such thing as healthcare sharing. It was just the service providers, the monopolies, with very little, if any, options whatsoever. So you were going to pay that service provider, but you had really very little choices. The deregulation happened. Companies like us that were positioned perfectly to take advantage of this, we could capture redirected revenue, moving away from monopolies for the first time. So I want everybody that has let's say a professional background to understand, well, how did ACN get involved in all this? This is how. Congress put rules in motion, allowed companies like ACN to position itself. Today, we're the #1 direct selling company in the world of essential services. You today have the same ability to get paid like AT&T, like Verizon, not just on wireless, not just on high-speed internet, but how about most of the services that people pay for every month from different companies under the ACN umbrella in 27 countries around the world. And, I started as an IBO, a rep in the field. I got a phone call, like many of you that are on this Zoom tonight got a phone call. Maybe you have been repeatedly called and repeatedly invited, but now you showed up. Well, that was the same way it was for me. My dear friend who just so happened to be broke, that's the reason why I resisted his invitation. And it took persistence. And I have discovered, as I look back on my life and look back on my business career, it's those moments that look insignificant that can truly change your life forever. My broke friend changed my life forever. I wasn't broke. I was very I won't say successful in my career of what I was doing in the direct selling industry. Prior to that, I was successful, but he didn't talk to me the way I needed to hear it. I think that what Megan shared today, a professional representation of our business, maybe you can understand the simplicity of it, maybe you can't, but tonight is really designed just for you to really peek underneath the hood. Because my broke friend, even when he explained it with the help of one of our co-founders, that wasn't enough. I needed to know what to do and how to do it. I knew why I should do it, because residual income is an income that is very rare. And usually it takes capital to have it. Here was a residual income that was going to repeat and reoccur every single month on something that people don't think about because they don't think about paying for their bill. They just know they need to do it. And the service providers collect that money. Well, what if you got in the way of that and you could earn 4% on hundreds of thousands of dollars in billing? We have IBOs and obviously senior vice presidents in our company that have over $1 million in billing. You have that opportunity to earn that kind of residual income on a monthly basis. I was told many years ago that if you want things to change, you need to change. If you want things to get better, you got to get better. If you want to have more, become more. That means simply that you can't get to where you want to go in your life by remaining who you are. You got to constantly evolve as a human being, as a professional. Well, with all of the economic data that is coming toward us, and you don't have to search for the negativity in the world, it just comes at you in warp speed every single day. All you need to do is just wake up and there's negative news. We know that there is data that says to us, things are not going to get better, they're going to get worse. And what we're facing right now, to Jen's point, are professionals, a talent pool that is unlike anything we've experienced, even through the bubble bursting in 2000, 9/11, the mortgage crisis, all of the wars that we've experienced. Nothing is going to be like these next couple years of people looking for alternative streams of income. And of all of the opportunities that are out there today, this one makes the most sense. It's common sense. But I've also found out that common sense isn't that common. Sometimes you think that you have to sell something. Look, if you got to sell something to somebody about this opportunity, just say that, remember, whether you do this or not, you're going to pay your service providers. Do you want to pay more or less? I would think less. How about if you could get paid on that and get your services for free on some of the services that we offer by referring them out? So we can give you free service by referral on several of the services that we have, but we can really alter the lives of people with the savings of the money. I'm not going to repeat what Megan has shared with the healthcare sharing product, with the energy products that we have, with the wireless products that we have. It's really your choice on getting the information on how to do it and what to do. And we have so many opportunities for you to do that. What I want you to do is get back to the person that invited you on this call tonight, get your questions answered, and schedule yourself into one of our trainings, whether it be live and whether it be on one of these platforms, whether it be Zoom or Team or whatever platform you're using. With that, thank you for tuning in. And I am sure I will see you, if you become part of our company, at one of our local events or regional events. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you again. Good night.
Thanks, Larry. Everyone say thank you to Larry as we unmute. Have a great night, everyone. Love it. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Anyone.
Next time.
Thank you, Mr. Larry Ruskin.
Thank you.
Megan on that, Larry.
Everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you so